Coming up on this edition of The Breeze, approved. The SFA Board of Regents says our campus will follow the campus concealed gun law.
And a UT student's murder on campus prompts Texas campuses to beef up security. We'll tell you how you can stay safe walking around campus.
The SFA campus bikes miles for a good cause while not moving a mile. We explain.
And is a charm. The SFA Lady Jacks bowling team brings home a national championship. The Breeze begins right now.
Hello, Lumberjacks. You're watching The Breeze. I'm Stephen Brenz.
And I'm Alexis Willis. The sun is out and it's summertime around the Piney Woods. Stephen and I are here to give you some Lumberjack news.
And Lumberjack tips on how you can have an enjoyable and productive summer in the oldest town in Texas.
Let's begin with the hottest topic on everyone's mind. The SFA Board of Regents are preparing to abide by the campus concealed carry law.
That piece of legislation passed last year by the state legislation. Here's what State Representative Travis Clardy had to say about the controversial law.
If we're being intellectually honest, there are guns on campus right now, with or without permits. Again, I wish it was only books and no guns. But when we go to a process where we allow that legally, I think it's going to be a good thing.
Beginning August 1st, public institutions of higher education across the state may no longer prohibit persons from carrying concealed handguns on campus, as long as the carrier is properly licensed to do so.
But there are exceptions to the rule. A complete policy of where concealed handguns are allowed is available at the SFA website.
Did you know that every year in the U.S., smoking kills 480,000 people? That's according to the American Lung Association.
Students here at SFA are trying to cut down that number by banning tobacco use on campus. The Breeze's Dylan Hensley tells us more.
The Student Government Association, the Faculty Senate, President Baker Patillo, and the Board of Regents at Stephen F. Austin State University have already approved legislation to ban all tobacco products on campus.
As soon as the first day of school in the fall of 2016, this will be a tobacco-free campus.
SFA currently has a policy in place that states one cannot smoke within 20 feet of the entrance of a building, but it is not very well enforced.
I think a majority of the student body populace will adhere to it.
A study done by the National Survey on Drug Use and Health found that in 2012, 18 to 25-year-olds smoked more than any other age group in America. This puts young adults on college campuses at a high risk of picking up the bad habit. SFA wants to help prevent this statistic from becoming a reality on their campus.
You also have the benefits that can come to the school if we are a tobacco-free campus.
Not only will a no tobacco policy improve health among students, it will also provide SFA $2 million of possible federal grant money that would not otherwise be available.
But I do know that we're better off without tobacco usage on our campus.
That was Dylan Hensley reporting. E-cigarettes are included in the ban. The ban is effective August 22nd. SFA joins the city of Nacogdoches as a tobacco-free area.
The death of a UT student has sent shockwaves through the universities around the country. 18-year-old Haraka Weisner was found dead in the creek near campus in April. Her accused killer has ties to East Texas and is awaiting his trial. Weisner's death has prompted SFA to beef up the security technology with the Jack Alert system and has a new app called Guardian.
We know where you are as soon as you hit that button. We don't even have to ask you. We're headed that way when that button's pressed. We're very saddened here at this university that happens. It can happen anywhere, which is why we preach no matter where you are. Always know what's around you, be aware, don't take chances when you don't have to. It's not worth it.
Advice for walking through campus is to always be aware of your surroundings and travel with a roommate or a classmate late at night.
It has been 3 years since historic Hotel Fredonia shut its doors near campus, but that's all about to change as the East Texas Hotel got new owners who will pump $11 million worth of renovations to it. Best of all, the grand opening will happen in just 6 months.
Currently, we've had to push that back and looks somewhere around December 1st is what it looks like that will possibly be open, and that's dependent on, of course, if everything goes as scheduled from here.
To get the SFA community involved, owners Richard and Lucy DeWitt have asked SFA's interior design students to make their pitches on how to decorate the hotel. Again, the Fredonia Hotel is scheduled to be open by December of this year.
When it comes to hair care for African American women, let's be honest, it could be tough.
But don't fret, because an East Texas businessman has built a business that's here to help. The Breeze's Miss Anya Coral explains.
With all the new trends that are coming and going, one trend that seems to maintain consistent popularity is the hair, weaves, and extension business.
With the hair industry booming, you can buy it in all types of textures, whether it's curly or straight. And if you want to be a little fancy like Kylie Jenner, you can even get it in purple.
Helping the SFA students with the expenses of buying hair is Phil Richardson. He has started a new business called Signature Hair that sells bundles of weaves that are unprocessed. He recently hosted an event with Signature Hair models that showed off his new products.
What we have right now going on is Signature Hair. What it is basically a mixer. I've invited every stylist, barber, natural girls, anybody who's interested in hair, whatever that may be, whether they style it or they put it in themselves, for them to come out, network with each other, and also offer my product line, which is a Signature Hair. It's affordable bundles at high quality.
For more information on Signature Hair, contact Phil Richardson at 409-338-4965. And you can follow their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at _Signature Hair. This is Miss Anya Coral reporting.
For the next Signature Hair showcase, just reach out to Phil Richardson on social media. Just search for Signature Hair.
And get ready to see bigger and clearer at SFA football and basketball games. Last year, the SFA Regents approved an agreement between the university and Daktronics for a new HD scoreboards at both Homer Bryce Stadium and William R. Johnson Coliseum. The new Homer Bryce board will measure 80 feet long and will be 36 feet high, making it the largest in the Southland Conference and the third largest in the FCS subdivision, behind only South Dakota State and Northern Iowa. At William R. Johnson Coliseum, the central board will be replaced with a four-sided video board measuring 14 by 22 feet on each side. It will also feature an HD video ring underneath the main boards. At last, check the new boards at the Homer Bryce Stadium and the Coliseum are complete, ready for next year's football and basketball seasons.
Some people like to bike to get good exercise, but the Brothers of Pi Kappa Phi are cycling for 72 hours in the name of charity. Pi Kappa Phi Fraternity Incorporated is back at it again with their annual and most anticipated bike-a-thon.
It's representing the journey of hope. It started in Seattle, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. And what they're doing is they're riding to Seattle, so it's straight across America. They completed it in 72 hours. And since we're college students and we have a stationary bike, we're trying to do the same thing.
Within those 72 hours comes nighttime, where they set up camp, sleep there, and the bike has to stay in motion no matter what. Even though this is a long and strenuous activity, Pi Kappa Phi raised over $1,800 this year, and they're already working on next year's event.
Make your SFA axe with your right hand, Hardy. You will dip it in the bowl. Dip it in the bowl.
There are many things that make Stephen F. Austin State University great, from academics to athletics, but it's their long history of traditions that really make them stand out. Traditions like the Big Dip.
The Big Dip is a ceremony that consists of hundreds of students of juniors and senior classification. They all gather within the SFA Grand Ballroom to receive their mentor ring, which has adopted SFA's official class ring 14 years ago. The next one will take place in December for the fall 2016 grads. So how are you looking forward to your ring dip, Alexis?
I am super excited that I'm graduating and I finally get to dip my ring. I've been waiting all year, but really all 4 years to do this.
Yeah, I actually did mine last year. It's such a great thing to get together those people and partake in one of SFA's greatest traditions. Dipping your hand in that purple dye, it's really amazing.
And really getting just to meet Dr. Patella, really.
Yeah, I know. That's the best part, too.
I know. So stay with us. Coming up on The Breeze, if you are looking to have an adventurous summer, our entertainment correspondent Kimmy Hens will join us live in studio with her top 3 vacation spots.
But first, a few SFA students are going to the cemeteries in Nacogdoches to help the city celebrate their Tri-City Centennial. We explain when the breeze comes back after this.
My friends are always talking about Vagabond. I think I'm gonna check it out. Wow, what great style.
Oh my gosh!
Hey! Yeah.
Look at this!
Ooh!
Yeah, how vibrant!
Ooh, this is just what I needed for the Hawaiian-themed party.
Donald Trump might approve.
Ooh, yes, these are cute. And these too.
A variety of selections for any occasion.
Come to Vagabond where the style really pops out. Welcome back to The Breeze. One of the oldest cemeteries in Nacogdoches got some much-needed TLC.
Yes, one headstone at a time, volunteers washed away years of untouched history at the Oak Grove Cemetery near SFA. The Breeze Josh Green tells us more.
SFA students and other members of the Nacogdoches community volunteered today to help preserve the past at Oak Grove Cemetery.
300 years of history. It's not just 300 years ago, and all of these people contributed to the development of Nacogdoches.
Oak Grove Cemetery is the resting place of great people such as historical figures Thomas J. Rusk and John S. Roberts, who were signers of the Texas Declaration of Independence.
We're not actually cleaning any of those because they're in good shape, because they've gotten attention, but their neighbors, their family members who took part in the revolution or who helped, who were the wives, the daughters, the next sons, that's who we're cleaning.
A little soap, water, and a lot of hard scrubbing is what is necessary to remove all the dirt and mold that accumulated on these graves for the past 100 years, and with many volunteers enjoying the experience.
It's really fun. I like getting my hands dirty and just going right in.
I feel so good. Like, I've never thought of like coming out and
cleaning it.
Yeah. So
Making it look better.
It makes me feel like I'm doing something for the world.
Yeah.
Many of these graves went from covered in dirt to looking brand new.
Whenever we poured the water and started scrubbing, it was black, and then once we poured the water again to make the dirt go away, it looked like white or brand new.
Organizers say this is only the beginning and are in need of donations.
This is probably a 5-year project, and that we need to raise several thousand, tens of thousands of dollars for the conservative repair.
Josh Green reporting. If you'd like to contribute to keeping this cemetery clean, you can contact Friends of Historic Nacogdoches Incorporated. Cleanups are scheduled through the rest of the year.
Thanks, Stephen. With summer just around the corner, college students are looking for a cheap place to live or to go around Texas to go visit. Let's throw it over to the Breeze, Cami Hens, to give us more information about those vacation spots. Cami?
Thanks, Alexis. You are absolutely right. College students are looking to find fun places to visit, but on a college budget. Luckily, I have a few places that are almost a must when traveling around Texas. First on my list is Jacob's Well, located in Wimberley, Texas. This is the largest underwater cave in Texas. The 12-foot diameter mouth of the spring serves as a popular swimming pool spot for anyone who wants to get out of the summer heat and take a cool dip into the Texas natural spring water. Next on my list is, if you want an outdoor adventure full of hiking, breathtaking views, then take a road trip down to Brewster County to Big Bend National Park. This 800,000-acre national park contains rivers, a desert, and mountains. There are plenty of opportunities for hiking, camping, and being one with nature. And last but not least, if you're looking to spend a week on the beach, head down to South Padre Island, located in Cameron County in South Texas. This beach has water activities such as jet skiing, kiteboarding, and dolphin watches. Or you can work on your summer tan and lay out on the beautiful sand all day long. Well, those are just a few things on my list for Texas Travels, and I hope that everyone gets to relax and have some fun this summer. This has been Texas Travels. I'm Cami Hens. Stephen, back to you.
With summer just around the corner, there are many opportunities for outdoor activities. The Breeze's Jude Jeffers is here in the studio. Thank you for joining us, Jude.
Absolutely.
So I hear there's the right amount. You need a certain amount of bait to get the right fish. Is that true?
You're absolutely right. I brought a few examples here to show. These are for freshwater fishing mainly.
All right.
This is really good for, especially around here in East Texas, because of all the growth and stuff that are along the shores. It's called a buzzbait because it has this thing at the top that spins as you go through the water and makes a noise, as well as this, and this glimmers. And for cutting through the grass, these go over the top of the hook, and this lines up perfectly with the hook, which guides it through.
What do you mean by cutting through the grass?
Well, because when you are trying to fish in lily pads and different types of growth, there's you're going to get caught if you just have a hook without different stuff that's blocking the growth going around it. So you see how this lines up evenly with that. It's easy for it to swim right through, and you know, fish for to see it and catch it that are usually wouldn't be able to see. And then as far as this guy right here, this is Little George. He's really heavy. You can feel it. Yeah, go ahead. All right. It's really good to use for whenever you need to find a fish that's out of your range from your boat or dock or shore, wherever you're fishing. You can cast this thing up to about 50 yards, and you can let him sink because he's heavy, and it's very versatile because of that.
Okay.
And as far as the rubber worms and fake things, we have just your regular worms here that are good for any type of fishing.
Nothing real, right?
No real things. No, I'm not trying to bring out all the minnows and worms and everything. And we have a frog right here that simulates a frog, obviously, and then a lizard, and all these will lead to a pretty successful fishing trip. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for bringing us out here, telling us all the different types of bait. Now let's send it back to Alexis, who is at the desk. Alexis.
Thanks, Stephen. It seems like y'all learned a lot today. I'm pretty sure I can apply that whenever I go fishing or, try to go fishing. The breeze is just getting started, and coming up next, our sports anchor, Micah Ryder, will join us with a national championship from the Lady Jacks. Plus more SFA Sports. Stay tuned.
Stephen F. Austin State University, Department of Mass Communication. Broadcast yourself.
What are you doing? Working out. In a forest? You got any better ideas? Yes, I do. I don't believe you. Well, believe this. Civilization!
Fitness 360 offers classes Monday through Friday. They have lots of options from Zumba and ballet to yoga and boot camp.
Where do I sign?
Looking for membership? Fitness 360 offers a $25 student membership along with short-term 4-month plans and year-long membership for members young and old.
Yeah, now we're talking.
So come sign up today and hopefully bring a friend. Come join now. Fitness 360 is open 24 hours a day, so if you're an early bird or night owl, the gym is always available to you.
Thanks, suspicious man in the forest.
Welcome back to The Breeze. Let's get into the sports stories you must know this summer. The SFA Lady Jacks won big in New York back in April. This team brought back to SFA the NCAA championship for bowling. Take a look at the winning moment.
Their subs for the final roll. Paige Beanie. That can't be easy. No warm-up, just get out there and throw it and leave the 10-pin. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin, the 2016 NCAA Women's Bowling Champions. Their first title in school history.
The Lady Jacks worked hard as they were the runner-up to Nebraska just last year. The ladies are already working to keep that momentum going next year by recruiting for next year's team. There's a new coach at the helm of SFA men's basketball team. Back in March, Coach Kyle Keller from Texas A&M was welcomed by the SFA faithful as the Jacks' new head coach. Some aspects of the Lumberjack basketball team won't be changing with Keller and his coaching philosophy, starting with the defense.
Defensively, we're not changing one bit because they had the highest turnover percentage rate in the country defensively, and I don't want that to change. That, to me, makes that talent gap shrink, and which I think is very, very important because we're not going to have McDonald's All-Americans like West Virginia or Notre Dame.
Keller will also be hiring his own assistants for next year's season. He will have big shoes to fill, and there will be plenty of expectations as the Jacks will look to go for their 5th Southland Conference title next season. Yes, he graduated, but Thomas Walkup is out to prove he's worth a roster spot in the NBA. The SFA Lumberjack was invited to the Portsmouth Invitational Tournament. Only 64 of the best senior college basketball players in the country were invited to participate in a 4-day, 12-game tournament. Walkup scored 31 points in the Invitational and had 15 rebounds on both sides of the court. Best of luck to Walkup as he tries to keep playing pro ball. Just take a look at those tears of joy. Over the weekend, 2 SFA Spirit teams got national titles at a competition in Florida. SFA Hip Hop Squad and all-girls cheerleaders won first place in the NCAA and NDA Collegiate Cheer and Dance Championship. The SFA Spirit team is a powerhouse as they've won various national titles dating back to 1993. They're tough ladies who are ready to take a roll around the rink. The Breeze's Cami Hins tells us about East Texas Bombers who are not afraid to give you a push.
Roller derby is one of the fastest growing sports and is fast-paced, high energy, and made up of females only. The East Texas Bombers are a local roller derby team based out of Lufkin and are made up of skaters from all around East Texas, including Tyler, Lufkin, and Nacogdoches. Roller derby is a women's only contact sport in which both teams are simultaneously on offense and defense. The goal of the game is to get one player from each team to pass through the opposing team's pack to score points.
There's one person from each team. They have stars on their helmets. They're called the jammers. They're the ones who score the points. So when the whistles blow, we have referees who officiate our games. When the whistle blows, that's the beginning of what is called a jam. They can last for up to 2 minutes. So during the jam, it's the jammer, it's their responsibility to fight their way through this big pack of like all these mixed skaters and get through and then go all the way around the track and come back to start scoring their first set of points.
While the jammer tries to make her way through the pack, the other players of the team, called the wall, must try to keep the jammer from getting in front of them. The East Texas Bombers practice twice a week and are getting ready for competition starting this spring. The games take place at the Civic Center in Nacogdoches.
To learn more about the East Texas Bombers, visit them on their Facebook page. That does it for your The Breeze Sports. I'm Michael Ryder. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Michael. And for those who like sports and like learning all sorts of sports tricks, the Breeze Denny's Corvetto, captain of the SFA tennis team, is joining us today to show us a couple of cool tricks to do with a tennis and a racquetball. So, Danny, I have a, racket in my hand. I'm very confused, but what you going to teach me today?
Okay, well, there's, people always like learning tricks and stuff about sports. So if you ever go out and play tennis, then you can show off some tricks. So first one, it's pretty simple. Okay. Well, it's pretty simple to me, but grab it left hand under the racket.
Left hand under,
yeah.
Okay.
So what you're going to learn to do is this. So what you do, so what it does, your hand racks, or it holds it right here.
Right.
And then what's going to do, the racket, it's going to go this way.
Okay.
And then this part's going to flip. Your hand's going to be
No, I don't
sideways.
touch that.
You're not going to touch it, but it happens really fast.
Okay.
No. See your racket facing that way.
Oh, racket. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then it's going to go counterclockwise. And then it's going to come back to where you hold it.
Yes.
See, you almost got it. There you go.
That whip right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, try it one more time.
Okay.
There you
Girl,
go.
did
See?
you see that?
See?
Okay.
Now it's going to get a little complicated. You're going to do it with your left hand and your right hand. So it's going to go like this, and you're going to flip it.
Okay.
So same thing with your right hand.
Okay, girl, pray for me. Okay.
Look, okay, do it with your left hand first.
Okay.
There you go,
Yeah.
and then put it in your right hand. See the
Mhm.
handle facing
Right.
inside. Handle facing inside.
Okay.
And then.
You know what?
It's
See, you gonna
okay.
mess up my shoes, and I ain't got the right shoes on for this. You all prepared. Okay.
All right. Racket here. Right hand.
Right. Okay, you know what?
I got it.
You
Here
sure
you
you
go.
got it? Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's all we have for today. So thank you, Dana, for joining us here today. Let's send it back to Stephen, who's at the desk. Stephen?
Thanks, Alexis. I really think I'd have a hard time doing that too, all those spins and tricks. It was crazy. But with Summer Olympics and NFL coming up in a few months, do you know what athletes to watch? Coming up, we'll give you a rundown of to keep your eye on the breeze. We'll be right back.
I'm a cigarette, and I'm going to draw my life. First, I was made with special ingredients. First with tobacco, then some formaldehyde. You know, the stuff they use to preserve your body when you die. Next is hydrazine, also known as rocket fuel. My favorite ingredient, though, is nicotine, a poison that makes you addicted to me. And I like it whenever you're addicted to me, because it means I never leave your side. My greatest achievement, though, was killing over 20 million of my closest friends. All I did was share my ingredients with them. They were the ones who wanted to take me everywhere they went. But my new favorite person is you. So what do you say? Want to be friends?
More than 480,000 Americans die from smoking each year. Don't become a statistic. Just say no.
Dolly's Diner, a small family-owned diner in downtown Nacogdoches, is one of the few places to get great homemade food. Their great reasonable prices are perfect for students living on a budget and attract various sorts of different people. But what makes Dolly's Diner better than other diners?
You can get breakfast any time of the day. You can't do that anywhere else in this town. Bacon and eggs are really good. They're really good hash browns in the morning, or I can't remember what they call them, maybe home fried.
Dolly's takes pride in providing you with the freshest ingredients in each and every meal they make. Dolly's will make your breakfast, lunch, or dinner just the way you like it. Dolly's Diner is conveniently located in the heart of Nacogdoches, open 7 days a week. Swing by today, where your food is always fresh and the service is always friendly, just like the Dolly's Diner way.
What would I say to someone who's being bullied? Stand up for yourself, tell the proper authorities, and never let what they say get you.
Stick up for yourself and don't let anybody just bully you.
Never let anybody have that much control over you, because like at the end of the day, like, they don't matter at all, ever.
Hey, stick up for the person who's being bullied and be like, what's your goal out of doing this? Like, seriously, like, there's no point in bullying someone.
1 out of every 4 students report being bullied during the school year. If someone bullies you, remember that your reaction is usually what the bully wants. It gives them power over you. If the harassment is coming in a form of text or comments on Facebook and Twitter, do yourself a favor and block the person. You do not have to put up with it. For encouragement and tips on standing up to bullies, contact Unconditional Friends at 1-800-FRIENDS.
Hello, Lumberjacks. Welcome back to The Breeze. I'm Stephen Brins.
And I'm Alexis Willis. The NFL season is months away, but the NFL draft will tell us a lot on how each team will do this fall.
The Breeze, Brandon Smith joins us now with his top picks on what football stars to look out for this summer.
Thanks, guys. That's right. I'm going to give you my top 5 draft prospects to look out for when they find their respected homes in the NFL. My number 5 pick is DeForest Buckner, defensive end from Oregon. I love his speed and versatility on the field, and he's an in-your-face kind of guy, and whoever gets him, their defense will improve dramatically, and he got drafted by San Francisco, reuniting with Chip Kelly. My number 4 pick is Miles Jack, the offensive linebacker from UCLA, and I'm well aware of his non-contact injury last year that only limited him to 3 games, but his speed, he's just everywhere on the field. He may be a huge steal for whoever gets him, and he was surprisingly drafted in the 2nd round by Jacksonville. Jalen Ramsey, he can play corner or safety from Florida State. You want to talk about a defensive player that can be in a 3-4 or 4-3 defense that always has his eyes on the quarterback, that's Ramsey. Breaking up passes, he can do it all, and he was drafted in the 1st round by Jacksonville. Jared Goff, the quarterback from California, the reason why I'm putting him a little bit over Carson Wentz from North Dakota State is because I've seen a little bit more tape of Goff than Wentz, but both quarterbacks are pro-ready and played in a pro-style offense and are both gunslingers and players ready to lead. He was drafted first overall by the LA Rams. And my number 1 draft prospect is Laramie Tunsil, the offensive tackle from Ole Miss. Protecting the quarterback is one of the most important jobs in football. If you don't have an offensive line, you most likely won't win. With the Chargers surprisingly taking defensive end Joey Bosa from Ohio State helping out John Pagano's defense, Tunsil does has quick feet, and his upper body and reaction time are huge keys that many NFL teams are looking for. He slid down to the 12th pick by the Dolphins. I'm excited not only for these draft prospects, but for the entire draft in this class coming into the NFL. For The Breeze, I'm Brandon Smith. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Brandon. Now, I don't really know a whole lot about the NFL draft, but who are you really looking forward to?
Well, one, I do have to agree with Brandon over his draft picks, but what I'm really most excited about is to see Zeke Elliott from Ohio State and really Derrick Henry. They were really 2 big front runners for both Alabama and Ohio State. Those are just really what I'm most excited to hear
Zeke
about.
Elliott, he was the one with the crop top, right?
Yeah, the crop top with the flashy gear. Like,
yeah,
yes, even though he was wearing the crop top, he still was killing it at Ohio.
Yeah, of course.
So I was really cool with that. So let's turn our attention on now to Ask a Jack, where we quiz you on a variety of things.
The Breeze's Audra Bridges brings us this edition of Ask a Jack. Take a look.
I'm Audra Bridges, and I'm a correspondent for The Breeze, and this is Ask a Jack. Do you know who the President of the United States is?
Obama. It's Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama.
Yeah. George Washington.
Barack Obama.
Do you know who the Vice President is?
Joe Biden.
What's his name? Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden? I don't know. Okay. Nice. Do you know who the Secretary of State is?
No.
Oh yeah, Josh Abbott.
Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott.
Rick Perry.
No.
Ted Cruz. No.
No, that is so bad. No, I can't.
Rick Perry, I have no idea.
Not Rick Perry.
Greg Abbott.
Yeah.
First person.
Yeah,
Really?
it's not Rick Perry
First
anymore.
person, yeah. Can you name 2 people who are running for president right now?
Yes, Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Okay. Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. You got one?
Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz.
Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, right?
Well, Vermin Supreme is actually running for president, and so is Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, and John Kasich.
John Kasich, Hillary Clinton.
I can name all of, or not all of, but yeah. Donald Trump, John Kasich, Ted Cruz, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Donald Trump, and what's the other guy's name? Hillary Clinton.
This has been Ask a Jack with The Breeze. I'm Audra Bridges. Back to you guys.
It's pretty crazy, Alexis. I mean, people who don't even know the governor of Texas.
I know, it's just their reactions really just would really surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, it shows how important it is to be informed. Actually, you did a commercial over Rock the Vote. So.
Yeah, me and the other correspondent, DeAndre Brothers, we did this really fun commercial where we got students from Stephen F. Austin to really just say vote and just to, after filming it, to tell them to be more informed, tell them to actually go out and vote. And no matter what your political stance is, it's really important no matter which side you're weighing more to.
Of course, it's very important to vote and stay informed.
Right.
Now, it's summertime, which means you have tons of times on your hand.
So we got an idea on how you can fill up your summer with some binge watching. Join us back here on The Breeze after the break. Kirby Hildebrand will give you some TV binge-worthy recommendations.
You don't want to miss it. The Breeze will be right back.
Vote.
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 But why?
Voting not only ensures that our voice is heard, but it makes an impact on how our country is ran.
My voice is rarely heard anyway, so why should I vote?
Because not only do you have the right to vote, but you have to keep in mind that other countries don't.
But I don't know who to vote for.
Vote.
Do your research, know the facts, and remember that your vote counts.
I'm going to vote because I care.
I care.
I care. To learn more about how your vote can count, visit us at rockthevote.com.
The average smoker spends $2,300 a year on cigarettes. That's a lot of money to go up in smoke. Vapor Hideaway in Nacogdoches has any and all things vapor. Vaping is not only much cheaper than smoking, but is proven to be healthier as well. Hideaway has its own vapor bar, allowing you to try out new flavors, e-cigs, or any of our other products. Whatever your taste, you can be sure that we'll have it in stock. Hideaway is located at 2419 North Street in Nacogdoches, right next to Smoothie King.
Alright, just take the drink. What if I just got what if I drink too much and I get alcohol poisoning? Or what if I do jail? What if I get fined? I can't go to jail.
Stop!
Underage drinking can cause harm not only to yourself, but others around you. Know the cost. Don't suffer the consequences.
Welcome back to The Breeze. Did you know that some TV shows are actually new during the summer?
Let's send it over to The Breeze entertainment correspondent Kirby Hildebrand, who's got the rundown of those TV shows you need to watch right now. Kirby, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Last time on The Breeze, we talked about upcoming summer movies, but now we're going to shift gears a little bit and take a look at some hit shows that will be returning to TV this summer. We start back in April, which was huge for HBO. Game of Thrones, Veep, and Silicon Valley all premiered April 24th. Silicon Valley is my personal recommendation for this summer, and I was excited to learn that it, along with Game of Thrones and Veep, were each renewed for another season just before their premieres. Next, we return to the Hamptons for another season of Royal Pains. The medical comedy drama follows Dr. Hank Lawson's career as a concierge doctor to the wealthy residents of the Hamptons. That premieres May 18th on USA. Netflix's most watched original show will be back for its 4th season on June 17th. Orange is the New Black has become a huge hit, winning multiple Emmys and Golden Globes. And after a rule change in 2015, it became the first series to be nominated as both a comedy and a drama. All 3 current seasons are available right now on Netflix. Rounding out the summer on August 28th will be the VMAs on MTV. The VMAs never cease to surprise us and to be the talk of the town for a few weeks after the show, so you don't want to miss that. Silicon Valley, Veep, Game of Thrones, and Orange is the New Black are all rated TVMA, so viewers' discretion is advised. I'm Kirby Hildebrand, and those are my picks for TV shows to watch this summer. Steven, Alexis, back over to you.
Thanks, Kirby. I am super stoked. June 17th, I wrote it down in my calendar. Orange is the New Black. I'm just ready to see it and watch it.
That show gets me messed up on so many different levels. All the backstories are amazing. You know?
With the Piper and the
Pennsatucky.
Alex, all of that.
Yeah.
I know Kirby has some other things that were on the list that were awesome. I'm just like, don't care. Orange is the New Black is here.
Orange is the New Black, for real, yeah.
I'm just so super stoked for that.
I agree.
I think it's really good.
Come right back. We've got a special treat about college life. You don't want to miss The Breeze. We'll be right back.
Over the past 3 decades, childhood obesity rates in America have tripled, and today nearly 1 in 3 children in America are overweight or obese. But with these 4 tips, you can do something to change that. Tip 1, less is more. Our kids have smaller bodies, so they need less food. Use smaller plates. Tip 2, eat like a champ. Choose lean cut meat such as skinless chicken or even fish. Tip 3, an apple a day. Kids should eat 5 fruits and veggies a day, whether it's fresh, frozen, or canned. They all count. Tip 4, drink clean. Offer water, or need a little flavor, 100% juice with no added sugar is a great alternative. With just these small tips, we can lead our kids on the path to a healthier future. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Let's Move Foundation.
I'm in a mess. First time I looked on the syllabus, found out tomorrow's a midterm test for every single one of my classes. Get myself a gallon of coffee, get into myself in the library. I'm gonna sacrifice my Netflix and my sleep, 'cause tonight's the night for an all-nighter with me. 'Cause we'll stay up all night, we'll study all night long. We're gonna rock this just like we rock this song.
That was the All-Nighter song by Pete and Tyler featuring Dara Willis.
So we've all been there, the all-nighters, especially around the finals in the last few weeks of school.
I agree. It's pretty crazy. I mean, finals coming up. How do you feel, Michael?
Well, to be honest, my last semester here, and I actually don't have any finals. So
What? Lucky
sorry,
I just really got mad at Michael.
I know.
Like,
I have a few
I don't
finals
care.
myself.
I'm just like, I'm ready for it to be over so we can just get summer started and I could come from my last semester be like my boy Michael.
Right.
And don't care about anything.
Yeah, I'm so ready just to get out there and enjoy the rest of the world, you know?
Right.
All right, so thank you for watching this edition of The Breeze. A special thank you to Dara Willis for giving The Breeze permission to use the music video on our show. And remember, if you would like to view the whole song, search for the All-Nighter song on YouTube.
We hope you have a fun and safe summer, Lumberjacks.
Ax 'em Jacks.
Ax 'em.